hello to Kitty. Hi, Miss. I'm so sorry that you guys are like busy right now. I'm sorry. I was about to go down a tangent before I even started. Because lately I've been craving like candies. Like very specific type of candy. Hi, Nate. But lately I've been craving very specifically salted caramel. Never stopped from watching before. Fair enough. Fair enough to Kitty. But quick recap about everything that happened in Ace Attorney that I can remember. We're going back into trial. I believe this is either trial 2 or trial 3. We found some new evidence. We found some fingerprints. We found blood and things of that nature. What else happened? Marshall is about to take the stand. That's what I remember the most because I got excited because I was like, I need Marshall to come to court for a minute, and then I saw Marshall talk to me and I was like, oh my gosh, is he actually gonna take the court? And so he's gonna be taking the stand. And I also have myself a piece of salted caramel, but it has to my tangent is, so I like salted caramel, but I don't like chocolate with it because every time that they have salted caramel, it's caramel encased in a little bit of chocolate with salt on top, and I hate chocolate and salt together, even if it's a little bit, because chocolate is too sweet to be paired with salt, in my opinion. But caramel is that perfect ratio of salt and sweet, so that it really pairs well with the salt. But like, whenever I want to try to find a salted caramel, it always has chocolate in it, and I always hate it. But I finally found a salted caramel that is literally just salt and regular caramel, and I'm so happy, and I'm so happy to finally found it. Go for the dark bitter cacao with caramel? No, I don't like that. I don't even like anything with chocolate or cacao like that. It's like it's like, no. Salt with the chocolate like that is horrible in my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. This is what I'm going to be mentioning. This is what I'm going to be rambling about for the next couple of minutes. It's like, I don't like sweet and salty things in general, but people who like chocolate and salt or salted chocolate, I really want to pick at your brain a little bit because I don't understand how people like it. They're two drastically different flavors. You have extremely salty because it's pure salt. And then you have super sweet. Like, how do people like that? Genuinely asking because I like things that have a nice pairing, not that opposite contrast. The only exception that I can understand is that some people put like a little bit of like spice, like actual like hot peppers in like certain types of like chocolate drinks, like a hot chocolate. Sometimes they would like chop up a little bit of like spicy, like an actual like spicy, like an actual spice. That's the word I'm just trying to think of. It's the only thing I can think of right now. But they would put a spice and they would like mix a little bit of spice into, just a small little bit, into their stuff to help make it a little bit like a nice sweet and spicy combo. Choco and curry blend. Yeah, right? Just, yeah, exactly, Kitty. Exactly like that. I've got to learn about World War I or something. What all happened in World War I again? It was a war. Before it was called the World War I, it was actually called the Great War. And that's about it. That's all I really remember. I'm gonna be honest. And then it repeated itself, which is why we ended up with World War II. Woo! But nonetheless, like I just like salt and caramel, but I don't like it with the chocolate. So that is my argument, and that is what I wanted to rant about, is because every time I try to find, or anytime I get a craving for salt and caramel, I end up having to find it with chocolate, and I hate it. And then if I eat all the chocolate off of it, I eat the salt that goes with it because they put the salt on top of the chocolate. Like, just give me salt and caramel, and I will be happy for the rest of my days. Thank you. Feel free to look up a brief history of the world. Great YouTube videos summing up World War I too. Yeah. You want to be sure not to run out of health save before you present evidence. Also, had a miles for me. I will. Bye, Mist. Anywho, my ramble about salted caramel has finally ended. And now we're gonna proceed on with the game, where I'm going to interrogate. I do believe I'm going to be interrogating and pressing on Marshall today. Hello, we're here. I'm here. Okay, let's see here. We're going to continue. Rise from the Ashes is this one. We're on day 3. Wow. Really? Wow. Okay. Hello. Oh gosh, I forgot everyone's voices already. Oh no, it's in my defense, it's been like 2 weeks. So, what was your voice? Cowboy Curtis has crossed the king of cartoons for the last time. Pretty much. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? No, not really. Well, except for Miles Edgeworth, but that's for like a bedroom situation, not in the court. In the courtroom, we like to be professional. Outside of court, that's a different story. Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It means that you figured everything out. Uh-oh. Wait. It does? What does that mean? What do you mean I figured everything out? What did I do? I already don't know what I did. I don't know what I figured out. I'm also gonna turn the music back up. I was so sorry. I turned it down earlier for my ramble. I had to rant about my chocolate. It's my chocolate problem. Okay, let me ramble about my chocolate. Okay, sorry about that. I haven't figured out anything, but sure, we can lie and say I did. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? She has a point. I will agree with her on this. She has a good argument. She makes a good point here. She does know things. She's just refusing to let up, which doesn't really make any sense, especially in the courtroom system, because whenever you're in court, man, all of the truth will come out. All right? So, there you go. Like, why hide something if it's gonna already come to light anyway? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you here. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. Well, fair enough, but like your sister did because she wants to protect you. So how about you, for once, actually consider that your sister actually cares about you and wants to protect you just as much as you've been trying your best to protect her. Dear Lord, the family dynamic in this, everyone needs therapy. How can you be so cold? Why don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Oh, not even like a moment of like sweetness in that phase. Like, damn. Gumshoe! My sweet baby! Oh, I remember your voice well, sir. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pal. No, not at all, honey. Well, I mean, kind of. But honestly, it helped the scene. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. No! What's with the intense face look? Oh, no, Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe! Come back, what is it? Oh, look at you. He's so sad! You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run around while on duty, huh? Huh? What happened? And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at the funeral. I'm sorry, detective. Play Miles Edgeworth's investigation sometime. This is so... There's a lot of Gumshoe? Is there really? Oh, I might need to. I might need to. I just might consider it. Yeah. You better be, pal. Hey. Okay. Hey, I didn't see you there, Prosecutor Sky. I don't know why that accent happened, I'm so sorry. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked for? There's a lot of oh-ho-ho-hos in there. You mean this, right, pal? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Bright's name when making my request. Are you prosecuting yourself? Are you literally saying, like, showing that you're guilty? My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me, pal. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files, you say? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy, pal. SL9 incident? Is she gonna give me the shit for the SL9 incident? Oh, I get the drama. Oh, hell yeah. But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Bright might need them, so I had them brought here. Lana! Oh, you sweet little bean! Here, you might do well to read them. Yes, I'm gonna read the shit out of these. Let me read them now. I can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor. We're a witness in that case. In the sky. Was it witness? Can I read them now? I'm seeing them in the corner. It's literally covering one of the poor guards' faces. Like, come on, let me see it. SL9 incident files received from Lana Sky. Files for Joe Dart killing solved 2 years ago. This case would have gone so different if Mia was like, probably. Take it from me, pal. You don't want anything to do with the serial murders. Yes, I fucking do. Yes, I fucking do. Yes, I fucking do. Let me see. Where is it? Let me in. Incident number SL9 closed. Perpetrator, Joe Dart. Crime, serial murder. Serial murder, that just sounds like they're trying to say like a serial killer. Anyway, sentence, death. Ooh, this just got interesting. In this case, it involved her mom. Marshall! There's a Neil Marshall, guys. Oh, Kirby. Victims, Edward, Jones, Jason, Knight, Edith, Kirby, Rachel, Maz, Jeb, Bates, Neil Marshall. Jeb Bates, I like that one. Trial data. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Sky and Emma Sky. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators Dan and Gant. Lana Sky. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall. Angel Star. Oh, this just got good. Task Force. Lana Sky also served as a witness. Investigator Goodman. He was the head investigator. Oh, I see why these are getting. Okay. Okay, I see. We'll come to the stand again. Damn it, not her. All right, fine. We'll let the hooker come up to the force. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm gonna mute for a minute so I can like grab my notebook because I don't want you guys to suffer me grabbing the microphone and like moving it around. So I'll be right back. Hold on. One of these days, I swear I'm actually gonna have my notebook ready to go rather than leaving it in my fucking desk. But nonetheless, I'm writing some of this information down because this is important. Okay, let's see here. Where is my page for Ace Attorney? I have pages set specifically for different characters. Okay. Joe Dark, death sentence. Okay. Don't mind me just writing frantically. Horribly, actually, it looks really bad, but I don't really care. As long as I can tell. Killer. Okay. And then I really need to know. These probably seem important, and I'll probably read about these in a minute. Okay. Prosecutor that was Miles Edgeworth. That's fascinating to me. Is there no witnesses or no defense on here that they mention? Okay, Lana, Emma. Witness. Prosecutor. Prosecute. Prosecute. There we go. I don't care. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, this is important. We need investigator, head investigator, and regular investigators because this page alone speaks a lot. So, we're gonna write these names real quick. Damon Gant. Okay. Wait! Gant was the orange boy! With the creepy eyes. I will never forget those eyes. Invest. So we have Lana and Gant. And they are executive. Okay. Has a real life piece of paper court record? Yeah. I am literally writing this down. It's not, you know, my handwriting is kind of shit and it's really small right now, but like, yeah, I'm writing some of this information down because this seems important. Goodman, who is now dead, aka one of the victims now, he was the head investigator. Invest, and then Jake, Marshall, and then Star. The bitch. They were investigators. All right. Now that is a fourth dimensional Ace Attorney. Yeah, sorry, I'm breaking the wall a little bit. Okay, Joe Dark was the killer. Okay, victims. These I'm just gonna remember. Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall. I feel like this, Neil Marshall, might actually have something to do with Jake Marshall. I really do think so. Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates. Okay. Let's actually, I'm gonna write these down. I feel like I might need to do this. For victims, we got Ed Jones. We got Edith Kirby. Who else? Jeb. And then Jason Knight. Rachel Moss. And then finally, Neil. Is that Rachel? Looks like Rachel. I forgot that TinyGeek hates Angel. I do, okay? She's an asshole. I really do. She's a bitch. And I don't like her. Alright, and Marshall. Okay. Yep. And then I'm gonna mark this SL9. There we go. I actually have written it down and it's in my little notebook. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we got the security room footage. Okay, all right. Take it from me, pal. You don't want anything to do with the serial murders? Yes, I do, buddy. I wrote it down. I literally have a physical copy, so you cannot say that I don't want anything to do with it. I find serial killers fascinating, despite the fact I will probably be killed by one if I ever tried to go near them. I find them interesting. I find their mind space interesting. I want to figure them out, but it's fascinating, you know? I'm weird like that, but I also just find the human mind fascinating itself. What, pal? Now that I'm writing your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? No, I would never ignore you. Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? Oh, what? My name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, is that... That's the classification number that the police filed it under. We get the lore! 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. Okay, I'm not from this world, obviously. I'm from another dimension. You mind explaining to me who Joe Dark is? Because his name sounds dark. The Joe Dark. Lana? That's over with. Emma ran away. What? You know what, pal? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere, you see? Sorry, pal, but I'm all out of here. What? Gumshoe! Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. I feel like these people are gonna get killed, dude. Knowing you, you'd just not be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. I have it. I have been taking a very good look at this file. I have it written down. I have the name of the victims. I have the killer, the prosecutor, the witnesses, the executive investigators, the head investigator, and the regular investigators. Okay, I got them. Ace Attorney Starter Pack. The current case is linked to a random case from years ago. Yeah. Would you like to save your progress up to this point? Yes. I shall. Can I not? There we go. Here we go. All right, here we are. February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Courtroom number 9. Here we go. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Emma didn't come back. Oh, did she have a panic attack? Is she okay? Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. My man, hello, Marsha. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you. Wandering the trails of civilization. Oh my gosh, the music! Okay. Sorry, I just had to listen to it for a second. It's so nice. It's so good. Okay. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You are a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Such beautiful eyes, dude. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. It's like, wow, he is not having any of it. Edgy, come on, man. Have a little bit of sense of humor. Come on. Howling wind? I've never heard Edward described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place, correct? Edward is always a realist. That's fair. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean, sir? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best that we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. And plain old English, if you will. Day of the crime. Yep. My job is to keep a wary eye for that bone orchid. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. When are Leon Kennedy and Nick Amaro testifying? Dude, please, I want them to testify. I want to press on them, but for other reasons. I'm so sorry. I'll get a wonk on the head for that. I'll take it. I can't say I partially care for your attitude, sir. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't hear me complaining. Savage, sir. Savage. Wait a minute. What do you mean by two security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, but what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Oop. Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? That's how you spell doohickeys? Huh, never knew that. He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders, it seems. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? Oop. This one seems like trouble. All right, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Thank you. Time to press. Press. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings. You entered them? Videos and nothing aren't that useful. When the time comes, I'll erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase the tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy's a flair for the dramatic, but it's not going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Okay, press. Okay, got it. Press. You made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard the word that I said, partner? I told you that it ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand, so how about you dumb it down for me, sweetheart? No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force. You got a point too. Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime. Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. Ooh, that's a good point. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. Haven't been that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Press. So you used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, right? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't that good with machines. Couldn't even tell you how my bike works. Honey, That's actually quite incredible. Wait a minute, you're in the police? The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it does not seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing on the day that the crime took place? What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. A man of good taste. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat the parlor's Vongo Sippa pasta. Do you mean to tell us that you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? They are not just noodles, sir. They are delicious meals. Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That is not what I meant, sir. I hope that this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edward says, did you not want to raise this year? I'm gonna keep pressing. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west to the sunset. One thing seems very clear, though. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness does not appear to have seen anything. Buddy, you dude! How are you still in the job? Like, that is a good question. How are you not fired? Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that, partner. Apparently your superiors don't. Alright, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd be best to keep my cool. Before I use it though, I better use it, the ante. What do I have? Like, I know I have a lot, but like I don't have a lot, you know? Goodman's autopsy report. Edward's car. Okay. Who's the 777? Who's the sevens? I don't have that either. I have Miles Edgeworth, Meekins, Goodman, and Meekins. I have them. Brought back to the office by your grant's request. Who do you think the 7 is? It could be Marshall. That's why I kind of want to know. Unless it was that one girl that I've yet to meet. Okay, I'm just looking at a locker block here. This doesn't really help me. Print has been wiped. Security camera placed in the evidence room. Dark joke killings. Okay. Supposed to take around at a time they ain't my style. Besides, the room is protected to security customs anyway. Okay. Allegedly dancing. I don't really. Why do I have this? Lots of blood. Blah blah blah. Memo found in car trunk. Blah blah blah. Mufflers. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay. Car. Edward's car. Aha. 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 Sorry. Yep. I feel like this is important. This is a horrible idea. I'm presenting. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna take some damage. I can see nothing faulty. Of course you don't. I'm sorry. Ow. Must be on the wrong track. Nothing but wrong. Room protected to security systems. Remember right out of the street side saloon at the time it went down. And it's a travel man. If you're out of ammo, I hit the trail. Okay, I have a trump card on my sleeve. I'd better just keep my cool. Before I use it though, I better up the ante. I don't know what my trump card even is. 3 times a day, my style, ridiculous. Remember rouse, the street side saloon. We're gonna present. I don't know what to present. Can I present this thing and just put it right here? Can I try it anyway? Present. Oh gosh, I'm in trouble. Oh god, bullet. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose. Faulty, nothing faulty here. Oh gosh, no. Okay. Street side saloon. Okay, hold on. Go back to the beginning. Okay. Okay. My job is to keep a wary eye for that barn orchid. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that is not my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. What are the two security systems? Use of the past. Of course, back in the day, my locker has a gold mine of evidence, okay? You did not know about the fingerprint locking mechanism. I'm not good with machines. Couldn't tell you how the bike works. Incredible. Since the locker cannot be seen, it is known that some of the detectives are even unaware of their presence. Not that I mentioned oh my gosh. At any rate, doesn't show the crime can show what you were doing this time and place. Remember right out of the street side saloon. I feel like this is a problem. What are you doing at a place like that? I was having my spaghetti. There's angel steak lunches to be parlor as long as not spear. You mean tell us you abandoned your police duties, eat some noodles. Those comments are talking about. That's what I meant. I was telling you a lesson that is strange as usual where Edward says, did you not want a raise this year? Okay. Is it because of this? Fuck, I'm gonna get more bullets in me. I'm not sure I follow. Clearly contradicts the oh no. You don't sound very convinced. Objection over. Ah! I'm gonna die. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. It got me more damage. I got another fucking bullet in my chest. Okay, there is something here. I just need to present something that would produce something of something. Miles Edgeworth. This is a horrible idea. Sometimes you gotta bullshit when it's same as faulty. How is it faulty with this piece of shit? Jake Marshall alibi. He was at TinyGeek's house. I mean, we were having a nice friendly conversation. For the most part. Oh gosh, options, load. I'm just restarting this. This is the first time this is gonna happen to me, I swear. Alright, we're restarting. Happy Death Day, guys. Maybe I should have saved sooner. Oh god. Oh god. Here we go. Hello, sir. This is not why I did this. Yeah. Please, shut up. Shut up. Everyone, shut the fuck up. I want to hurry up and just skip over. I don't even know why I didn't do the cross-examination. Day of the crime, sure, blah, 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 blah. Witness testimony. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. That was the quickest testimony I've ever heard in my life. Blah, 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 blah. Fingerprints activated locks, evidence lockers, fingers activated locks, kind of new for jangle, not being helpful. The machines following orders, everyone got their weakness, now don't say. Okay, so we had to probably mention like the thing. The fingerprints, you know? Okay, here. Fuck, do I need to repress him on everything? Okay, we're gonna save it. We're gonna save her right there. This one right here is gonna be the one we're gonna oversave over all the time. All right, let's do this. Clear eye, 3 times a day, ain't my style. Rooms protected security system. I'm going to present an evidence for here. My car trunk, muffler. Parking lot with the car, blah, 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 blah. I want to keep entering this, but it's not right, so... Extremely thin rubber glove. Present? Nope, damage. Fuck! Faulty, can't, yep. But, okay. Okay, where's locker? Locker? Locker, present. Nope. Statement faulty, and, oh. Okay, there has to be, press. Press on you, sir. I'm pressing on your chest. You hear me? Of course, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. You didn't know anything of fingerprint locking mechanisms. Sorry, good with machines. It's quite incredible, blah, blah, blah. Okay, where's the part whenever he says something along the lines... Ah, right here. Something about this. Okay, let's try the rubber glove. Nothing. Contradict something? Nope. Nope. Okay, got it. Okay, so can I? Indicator lake plant system is open. Do you happen to have a piece of this face? Okay, let me look over all the evidence. Yeah, I don't really care about the attorney's badge. Investigation ID card found the prosecutor's office crime scene. Does it have something to do with maybe this? Did you forge this? Completely faulty, nope. But I am not good at this job. This is why I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god. Great story, sir. I'm gonna restart this. Is this where I stopped? Am I here? Nope, we're here. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna repress and reread. Keep an eye on the evidence room. Moved in security camera. Room still. Nothing usual happens. Taser erased every 6 hours. I erased the tape. Felt like I was erased part of my life. Guys, flared dramatic. Okay. Remember, enter the evidence room. Okay, you don't enter the evidence room. That is not your style. Always protect your 2 security systems. Remember, right? I was at a street side saloon. I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time that I hit the trail. Oh, I got evidence. I just need to figure out how to tie in there. Maybe it's here. No. But like the 77777s. Oh, wait. What if I present this? Okay, I didn't do anything. Okay. Yeah. Bah. Okay, let me... Yeah, stop. Shut the fuck up. Shut up for a minute, sir. Stop it. I'm reloading this safe spot. That way I have all of my health whenever I am presenting this thing frantically all the time. Bone Archer. Supposed 3 times a day ain't my style. The room is protected with 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time whenever it all went down. I'm just an innocent traveler man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time that I hit the trail. Okay. I have to use brain cells for this. I don't have enough brain cells for this. Make rounds 3 times a day. That is not my style. Besides, the room is protected with 2 security systems anyway. I shall press on that. Detective from the past. Back in my day, the locker was a gold mine. And you did not know about the fingerprint and locking systems. I don't know how that would even work. Blah, blah, blah. Unaware of the presence. Okay. A good strategy is presenting every statement, then picking the most suspicious one, and then having them presenting every piece of evidence on it. That's what I'm trying to do, and I think this one here is the one. Like, what were you doing? I was like, oh, I was gone for a little bit. It's like, okay, why were you gone? I was eating spaghetti. What do you mean you were eating spaghetti? Blah blah blah. You don't eat her lunches. Not everybody eats tacos. That's not what I mean. That is strange. This is usually where Edward says something. Did you not want a raise this year? That's why I was thinking maybe, like here, What if I presented this? What if this was his alibi? But it's not. Because, like, maybe he went to the thing, you know? Maybe he went to the party. Okay. Memo. Muffler. Loss of blood. Parking lot. Okay. Angel's car. Okay. White enamel shoe. Blood from Goodman. Found at the crime scene. Defend a muffler. Why am I doing this? This is not what I wanted to do. I am so sorry. Let me back the fuck up. Back to the evidence. Investigation. Find blood spray for you. Societies are into blah, 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 blah. Can you please tell me, are you this 777? Didn't he have fingerprints on locker? That's what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. This ain't working. Oh, shit. I know it's wrong to like try to use old evidence, but like this isn't really helping me. I don't know what to do! For once, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm failing so miserably. I'm pretty sure everyone is getting mad at me at this point, except for you, Marshall. I mean, you don't really seem to be caring that much about me being here or not. I always thought you used a walkthrough. No? What do you think of this witness statement? I'm not sure I follow. Clearly contradicts. Okay. This ain't working. Overruled. Ah! I never use a walkthrough. I only use a walkthrough like maybe once or like twice ever. And it was just so I could like make sure I was like I remember very specifically which one I used it for. It was for Into the Pit, the Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit game, because I wanted to get the good ending and I thought I got the good ending and then I didn't get the good ending and I was like, no, I did everything right. How did I do it wrong? So I had to look at a playthrough to verify that I technically did it right. It's just I did not pick up the last photograph at the end. So that way I could get the good ending. Shoot me down, sir. Shoot me down so I can reload. Yo, miss, I'm so sorry. I am doing so bad. I'm doing so bad. Okay, so I'm doing so horrible right now. Here's what's happening. Marshall, his fingerprints should be a direct contradiction. But that's the thing, I don't have fingerprints. Maybe present his he doesn't have fingerprints. I don't have his fingerprints. I have a fingerprint set. We got this oh. Hold on, I didn't see that as Marshall's fingerprints in bold fucking letters and brightly highlighted. I did not see Marshall at all. I look up, I just see fingerprints. I'm so fucking dumb. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. would not be a good lawyer. I am a horrible lawyer. I get frustrated and look at him like, I don't see anything. And you're like, present his fingerprints. I'm like, I don't have his fingerprints. I got the kid. It's Marshall. Hi, Marshall. I'm arguing with you. Fuck. I can't believe I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry. I can't believe it took me fucking that. It just, gosh, it's. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the Marshall hour. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. Oh gosh, I'm so dumb. This is probably the biggest dumb card I've ever done. What did I miss? You missed literally me being dumb. I was so dumb. I can't breathe right now. I was given the case about Joe Dark, the serial killer guy. And I just spent all this time trying to figure out and present things about Marshall and trying to contradict him. And I didn't know and kept just literally looking at it and skipping over how it literally said in bold, highlighted letters, Marshall's fingerprints. And I kept fucking it up. Until now, whenever Chris was like, why don't you use Marshall's fingerprints? I was like, what do you mean use Marshall's fingerprints? Did I miss anything gay? Not really. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. Officer Marshall, does it strike you as odd that your fingerprints are there and obvious and I just happened to be so dumb and missed it? Oh my gosh, Marshall and I are perfect together. We're both idiots on certain things. Oh my gosh, I just now realized that. Holy shit. Yeah, it's odd though. Your fingerprints are at the scene of the crime. That is, you being called in to testify like this? Oh my gosh. Alright, I think I'm okay. I just had to... Whew, we're good. After all, weren't you in the security room at the time of the crime? And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. As you take a sip of your apple juice, sure. It's actually quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the crime scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker in that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, I make my rounds, about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Oh gosh, my voice is now fucked up from laughing so much. Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the scene of the crime. The blood was wiped away. However, a luminal test clearly that revealed it is still there. Officer Marshall, you care to explain yourself? Seems to me that there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. Except, of course, for me. I take it that you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints? Very well. You may now begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the crime scene found at the scene of the crime. Blood-stained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. I am saving this fucking game. Okay. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. Murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Bloodstain and fingerprints are completely unrelated. Bull! That is bull. Bull. I'm detecting bullshit. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? So it had nothing to do with it. That is the dumbest explanation I've ever heard. The witness's explanation seems valid. Are you a dumb judge as well, sir? Although there is room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may cross-examine the witness. This guy is hiding something. I can feel it. All of this logic was not logicking. Now's my chance to prove it. Oh, gosh. Oh, fuck. Here we go. I was only nice for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. Did you diss Dougie? Hello, Dynamic. You missed me being really, really dumb. That's because you had to put it pay your respects once a month. That's right. And one more thing. That locker happened to be mine. What do you mean? I mean what I said, partner. That locker I used whenever I was a detective. But it's the locker that I still use. That's all in there is as cheap as a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from the locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock this time without ever knowing it. Updated in the court record, found on the bloody handprint of Marshall Sloan's locker. The print had been wiped. Press. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. No mystery. Please explain yourself. Locker's covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened that the murderer touched the locker with my fingerprint was by chance. No. Marshall really annoys me. Hey, Miles! Nice to see you, honey. You missed it. I was being really dumb. Chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just quite the opposite. And chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me out of mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? I don't, As always, Mr. Right. Shush! Unrelated. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. Oh gosh. Alright. One's gotta do the breakfast while the other's a typing murder. He does have a point, although seemingly alike, they are totally different. I don't see what that homonyms. There we go, homonyms have to do with this. How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up with all the records. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be theft by the murderer. That's right, there was blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected when on that handprint. Yeah, I think we tried that too. So what would mean that the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint? It's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? Oh, now you're being creepy. Seal of blood in the desert. It's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and it's this. The security tape. So long as my trial isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This evidence is not getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you are going with this cross-examination. Ah, yuck. You need to show your map, partner. How about you show yours? Now then, continue your testimony. What do you mean by that? You want time in this crime, ain't that right, partner? If so, that video's the only direct evidence that you got. But that video is next to useless. It is full of blind spots. Blind spots? Yeah, dude, are you dense? There are a bunch of blind spots because we literally keep panning back and forth out of the action. Places that you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor is not shown all the way. There are a lot of holes. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. Bingo. Man puts life to his fate. It's a lot in the trial. We do not have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. It's not a speculation, it is evident. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence that this video indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Oh, sure. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Uh-oh. Fuck. You can't? Okay, good. I was flying by the seat of my pants for this. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Oh no. Oh no, wait, is it gonna have the music? Show us the incriminating details. It is! Hi, sir. No! It's the voice! It's the music! Okay, hello. Even with Paz, the badger haunts us all. Yes, he will. He will never stop. It will never end. I don't know why I'm looking so weird and aggressive in this. I am pausing it and it's still not working. Whoa, that guy got blood. Hold on. This is a weird. The badger doesn't even look like a badger. Nope, but he's staring at us. He knows everything that you've ever done. Tread carefully. Oh wow, you can see it. You can see the blood splatter. Get out of here. Hand, move over to the side for a minute. You can see the blood splatter. That's what I was looking for. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. Right there. There's the blood splatter. That's a cool little hint. Shaploop. And then, whenever he backs up, look at all that blood. And then you got all this shit going on. And then he goes in for another kill. And oh, well, we can't see them anymore. Stop haunting me in my dreams. I'm trying to see where he could be. So I'm like constantly looking. That looks creepy, but that's on a different note. He's always watching. I am always watching you. And just like that, he was gone like a fucking fart in the wind. Okay, so... Did I do it? Because I kept looking so aggressively. I'm so sorry that you guys had to suffer that music for, I don't know, I'll say like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. That was... Bringing your attention back to the security camera, and we have to listen to that insufferable music all over again. Pretty sure you got it. Cool, thanks. It's a mistake that I'm afraid that you will not forget, Officer Marshall. Days are short in Texas, so I'm sure there are tempers. Just sum up what you might have said in those 8 words or less. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hell yeah, we got it. 8 words or less. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. I literally counted. This is true. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Didn't I mention this like in the other stream about like how I was like, wait, this wasn't here earlier. Where's the thing? Why is there like no like fluffy fluff hanging out of the locker? And then it was showing at the end. I was like, wait, why is there fluffy fluff in the locker now? Locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I do believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a little bit, shall we? Back in a rut, back in a rut, back in a rut. Am I in control? I don't think so. Just gotta wait it out. There we go. Oh, the white cloth is gone. What is the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? Whenever the crime took place, the white cloth was not there. Then all of a sudden it appears. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker whenever the camera was turned away. Ooh, nice shoes, sir. Order in the court. Hold your horses, partner. I'm sorry, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean that I'm the one who opened it. Honey, you need your fingerprints. Remember, needed to hide something, so he picked a locker and stuck it in. Not my fault that you haven't choose mine. You need fingerprints to get in there, you fucking idiot. I know you don't care. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because right now you are a wanted man, my dude. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. Even Edgy is like, bro. Like, yeah, that's how you know it's bad, is whenever Edward looks at you like, bruh, like, the fuck. I hate to rain on your parade, but you are the one person who can open that particular locker. Yeah, I call your bluff. You said that I opened that locker, now prove it. Sure. Yeah, we're looking at this locker. Fingerprint sensor. Honey, where did you get that stick? What are you doing with the stick, dude? Also, this is a new spray. He's sweating. He's getting nervous. We talked about this earlier today. We literally talked about this in this exact trial, my dude. I think it's jerky. Oh. It does certain stuff with the stick. No, not the stick. It's beef jerky. I hope it is. Lockers can only be opened by the detectives that they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, pal, the locks are not that obvious. There's even some people on the force that don't even know about the fingerprint locks, you hear? So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Ooh, a snapback. All right, like it. Yeah, that is definitely beef jerky. Also, why do you gotta... Whoa. I only got 1 word for you, partner. No. All right. Order in the court. Witness, please explain yourself. What was that? What was that Sprite? Hold up. Can I see that Sprite again? And I also kind of just want him to kind of gnaw on that jerky dough. I want him to look at that too. This is a joke, man. It is the worst one that I've ever heard. Oh gosh, his accent's slipping too. Oh gosh. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Yeah, you aggressively chewed that jerky, bud. I'm sorry, this does not mean, I don't mean this sounds so messed up or weird or inappropriate, I swear. I was just curious. Man, he has a grip on that jerky. Alright, interesting. Ole, please answer the question. Ole? Alright, Toro, ole! Sorry. What is he now, bullfighter? That's the exact joke I made. That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can. Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Everyone needs to become an Italian like in Danganronpa. They really do. I actually tried to teach myself Italian. I did not make it very far. Yet Officer Meekins did not see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where is the witness? Seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. The judge gets a new pop-up like the lawyer said an objection. The judge gets a delay. Yeah. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Ooh. Cornetto is one of the words of Italian I know. I knew a couple of others. I honestly don't remember them though, obviously, anymore. Oh boy. Where could he have been where he could not have been seen? Okay. Unless he was the killer. No, that's too much of a weird answer. Think letters. Am I right? Is he the killer? Please don't tell me he was the killer. Officer Marshall was standing right there. This is almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Okay. The chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. Shut up. You should think a little bit more about where Officer Marshall was. Okay, yeah, okay. Where's the Meekins warp theory? I don't know. I kind of think he was like somewhere around here because like his locker is right here. You know, this is his locker. So if his locker is here, then he would just be like whoop, 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 whoop. So he must have been like around in this area, or if anything, maybe even in here. But in here is all of like the stuff. Am I not getting this right? Cause like it's this way. His locker's here because the camera is here. Oh wait, unless there's like this. Is there like a? Either you have a new mic or completely forgot what you sound like. Both, probably. Also, hello, Celestials. Do you want me to tell you? Am I dumb? Am I gonna get bullet shot? Am I gonna? Yeah. Oh, maybe Goodman was never really there. It was someone else. I'm saying here. Officer Meekinson seems standing there. That's almost incredible. I don't know what. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're going on a journey. Hold on. There's a Tumblr page specifically for Ace Attorney. He wears the mascot? Oh no, did I spoil that in the future? You definitely sound a lot more different than you did 7 months ago in Sister Location. It might also be because of the new room. Maybe. That might be it too. Why would he be in a random spot if he was the killer of the victim spot? It'd be more interesting after all. It would be, but I don't think it was. I'll let you be one end. One of them opened the locker, ergo. If Meekins couldn't do it, then it had to be whoever was dressed as Goodwin. That's what I'm saying. It was the killer. The K is the killer, right? And the V is the victim? How are your ducks? Well, about that. Sadly, one of the ducks passed away. Oh, victim. Oh. Wait, why is Meekins the K? I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's fine. It's just sometimes the nature of can we prosecute whoever killed your duck? That's the problem. That's the problem. The person who killed my duck was another duck. So we learned well, I mean, it was kind of obvious of a thing that in nature, sometimes animals are aggressive towards their mates. I have heard stories of this, like there was a time that like a buck, like an actual buck, you know, a male deer, nearly killed a female deer because he wanted to get some stuff and the female duck was already exhausted and he essentially like, you know, wanted so much, like pressed her so much and killed her that way. The same can happen for ducks sometimes as well. So my male duck was mated to the female duck, and he was so aggressive to the female duck that he killed her from being super aggressive. So now we have lost Daisy, and she was killed by General Ducky, which really sucks. And now what's even sadder is like for a while we couldn't get her out. For like a couple of days we actually couldn't get her out because it was frozen and she was like hidden underneath a very small area, and like really kind of crammed in there whenever she died. So like we had to wait until it got a little bit warmer for us because we could not get her on our hands and knees and essentially sludge, like frozen sludge, and get her out. So we had to wait a little bit until it warmed up, which took a couple of days, and then we finally buried her. But during those couple of days, literally General Ducky, even though he killed her, couldn't really handle the loss. And he would run to and like lay down with her and like stay by her side until we buried her. And then right now we're trying to keep him away from another female duck in case he ends up being aggressive again. He regrets his decision for life. Yeah. We're trying to find him another mate, another female duck. But we are not really having that much success because every time that we're trying to find a female duck that is relatively with the same breed or that's better, we can't. They are like, sorry, that person sold the female ducks. So we don't really have a whole lot of good options. Don't hook up a female duck with an abusive husband. I mean, I hate to be that person, but sometimes that's in like animals' natures. They get that aggressive like that. You probably gonna drink a lot. No, he's just no. But like, okay, so there was that theory, but on top of it as well, everyone is thinking also that Daisy also got sick. So Daisy passed away from both sickness and essentially the abuse from General Ducky. And that is some random duck lore for you. There's the lore of my ducks. Meanwhile, my other ducks, Donald and Commander, are doing fantastic. My sweet little white babies. Commander is still being super curious. She's fun. I recently found out that she actually likes to try to play fetch with me. Because I tried to play fetch with, like, my family's dog. Why is Donald with Daisy? We'll get there. It was mostly just because at the time we only got 2 ducks. And I wanted to name one of them. What I really wanted was to have a white duck named Commander, but I was not given white ducks at first. I was given some ruins. Or at least they were supposed to be. But they were, like, multicolored ducks, essentially. And I was like, oh, well, that's fine. But I want to name one of them, like, a fun, like, commanderish name. So I ended up going with General Ducky, and the other one I decided to just name Daisy just because. And then whenever I got 2 white ducks, it was Molly Donald. Turned out to be a Donald, not a Molly. So then I just had a Molly, or a Donald and a Daisy together, and then I had Commander and Donald, so those 2 are together, and then General Ducky was with Daisy until he killed her. So that's the whole lore about them. The reason why Daisy and Donald are not together was just because Daisy was first. Donald was the afterthought. And to be honest, I wasn't even sure if Donald would become Donald. Which is why for the longest time I called them Molly Donald. Get a duck and name it Scrooge and then give it money. I so badly almost want to get like a small little like top hat. I just think it'd be so cute. But they are sweethearts for the most part, except for Donald, or General Ducky, who is now getting upset. But if he's going to be upset, and if he tries to go after Commander, which is possible, because that's just in their nature, we're going to have problems because, you know, she's with Donald, and Donald is, he's Donald. They're going to be interesting. So right now, that's why we're trying so hard to get a new duck for General Ducky, so that way he'll go after the new female rather than trying to go after Commander, because we don't need to see or have another duck problem, okay? We don't need more duck drama. Okay, there was a lot of duck drama. We don't need more. Anyway, I was looking at the freaking warp theory, and there's not really a whole, like, warp theory. Oh, wait, the warp theory! It was during the trial. Yeah, I once told his honor that if I shout his megaphone hard enough, I can break through the sound barrier in her minutes. Yeah, okay. It was the megaphone thing. Evil duck, which Newman magic could dispel. That would be fun. All right, I got on a tangent, and then I heard someone ask about the ducks, and I was like, I had to bury one of them. It was a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to figure it out. I'm so sorry, Judge. You've just been standing in shock as I'm talking about my ducks. This tangent got quackers. Kind of off topic, but who do you think killed Goodman? I'm hoping it's not Marshall. It's not empty, sir. I'm about to fucking load your brain. I don't know where I am with this. Oh, fuck. What did I do? Fuck! Okay, I know exactly where I am. I know exactly what I gotta do. Okay, I got this. Hold on. I'm working. I'm still gonna say it's not Marshall. Oh, thank goodness it's not Marshall. My sweet, sweet man. If anything, he should be arrested for assault because he did technically stab a man. And maybe attempted murder. But he didn't murder the main man. Okay, got it. Not from the evidence room. One is possessing. Okay. Okay. Murder from touching a fingerprint has been a chance. The fingerprint was completely unrelated. No, the murder was wearing gloves. Oh, fuck. Where did I go with this? Well, go where fingerprint was by chance. I'm going to touch a fingerprint. Having to be the same handprint. Not to my fingers in the evidence room. I'm just having to be the same place. Was it just because I kept pressing him? Did I never present anything to him? No! Fuck. Fuck, what did I do? Ah, shit, my absence! Look like a badger. Oh, wait, we're gonna have to suffer through that thing again. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. I fucked up. Oh, shit. Fuck, okay. Shut up. Reset everything to the default settings? No! I'm just fucking everything up! This has not been a great thing. Your health will come back after the day, and this is not too far off. First and last statements. Okay. Yeah. Shut up. I don't care. I'm gonna press on you anyway. Hello. Yep. Okay. Now's our chance. Cross-examination. Perfect. Okay. Here. Press. Okay. Gotcha. Former locker. Gotcha. Blah, 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 blah. You don't know. Got it. Okay. Press. How did you know that information? Blah, 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 blah. That's right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Got it. Picture. Yes. Blood. Yes. Got it. Moving on. Blah, 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 blah. Got it. She about to want to video, right, partner? Okay. No, Mary was wearing gloves. Press. I'm gonna press first. What do you mean by that? Right, okay. This is full blind spots. Okay, test the last statement. All right, got it. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, gotcha. Show the evidence. Yep. I'm gonna fast forward through this puppy. Yes. Yeah. Show me. Let's just try to hurry up with the suffering as quickly as possible. Can we fast forward this a little bit faster? That would be fantastic, please, and thank you. Nothing. Slash. Blah. Fight. Yep. Still nothing. Okay. And we're back. And get a bit. And then we're gonna boop. Suffer. There. Okay. Got it. Yep. Very well. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. 8 words exactly. Blah, 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 blah. Can we hurry this up with the security camera, please? Blah, 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 blah. You got me frantically, like, all over the place here. I'm doing the little, like, creepy crawly fingers, okay? I'm doing spider fingers, okay? This is not fun for me. Dip. So, my gosh, can we please? Thank you. Yes, got it. Done. Blah, blah, blah. All right, got it. Okay. Hold your horseshoes. Yeah, I don't really care. Blah, blah, blah. You do not know. Nobody knows. Why is everyone staring at me? Because I'm an idiot. Because you are an idiot. Let's just keep moving on. Yep. Prove it, motherfucker. Okay, sure, I'll prove it. I'll prove it for you. Here you go. Here's the locker. I shall present that shit. Here you go. Now that you realize that you were a dumbass, now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's just keep on moving, all right? Back him out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to aggressively try to yank on this. I gotta see that look. Ooh! That was such a nice animation. With the flare of the poncho! Ooh! So nice. Okay, yeah. Judge, order, blah, blah, blah. This becomes your punctuation. I know what I'm talking about. Just let me do my job, blah, blah, blah. We can have a look at this. All right, we're gonna say that you, Marshall, is the killer with the K, all right? Let's hear. All right, got it. All right. There. Take it. Officer Marshall was standing right here. Shush, stop, shut up, sir. Please, let me do my job. No, we'll get rid of this one. I will overwrite. There's another character with the great game spirit. Ooh, hell yeah. But that's where the victim, Detective Gumshoe, was. Correct, unless the man was not Detective Goodman. I believe it was the victim. I believe the victim in the video is actually Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that is preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he would know for damn sure. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Mr. Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. Whenever I enter the office room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled out a knife on me, sir. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, that could have indeed been used to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed it, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man was not Detective Goodman. And he would... Do you have anything to say to that, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. I got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Buddy, come on. Unless you have hard evidence proving that I dressed up as the victim. I can't say that I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. Judge? I don't know, Megan's pretty dumb, probably wouldn't notice. I mean, he has that warp theory. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't hear me complaining. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Although I like Can's judge better than do Heroes' channel. Well, who am I kidding? I don't know. I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems that you're the one who could take the dessert heart. Can't be happening. So obvious that he is the one. What can I do? Edgy, are you gonna help me? Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. Edgeworth! I'll pass on to you what someone told me whenever I was just starting out. Whenever you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. Oh, that's not the quote that I heard. You hit a wall, you push through it. That's what I've heard. The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Mia! Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see her! Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. Mia! I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think... Oh, sorry, wrong person. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There is no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance that he might be discovered later as it has been. It means that he didn't originally plan to open his locker, according to the defense's argument. FR32 is honestly the most underrated case. Ooh. Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. He put the jacket in there. The fact that the white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps it is the video The video is the key to all of our unanswered questions. No, not again! I don't have any evidence, so this is my only shot. Very well. Let's take another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker and put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness. No! What do you have to say to that? Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason that I had to open my locker? Why? Are you threatening me? Sir? So I could stuff you in there. You can stuff something else, sorry. I'm so sorry! I have the right idea, but at the wrong time. What do you mean? I'm sure the world would be a better place if you sent off the boneyard. Unfortunately, unsolved cases could not be stored in the evidence room. You're missing a comma here, sir. Actually, I can't judge you. I've said worse about other characters. Yeah. Now that I'm an unsolved case. Fuck. Something went wrong in that evidence room. That's why Marshall had to open his locker. The unexpected event itself is the reason. Oh! It was the attack! Got it. Why are we playing the music? Why are we playing the music? Why are we listening to the- why is it playing? Oh, I pointed that out earlier. Damn it! Why are we playing? Stop. Why are you playing? Stop it. Why are you? Why? Why did we have to hear that? Why did you do that, game? We have to suffer already whenever we have to listen to this videotape again. Now you're gonna make us do it again? What the fuck? Okay. Blurp, 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 blurp. Because Capcom deemed it was we all suffer. Yeah, it really is. Okay. Okay. For some reason, you went to the evidence room, though I do not know why yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. Whenever he asked you to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat that you were wearing was soiled with blood. 2 points for Meekins for jumping in like that, though. Boy might be a failure, but he didn't hesitate to jump into failure. He really did not hesitate to, like, intervene, which is a good man. For that, he good. They were soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. He made sure to close his eyes like a man. Fair enough. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent as you were today, then we all should not be here now, would we? Oh! Rubbing some salt on Edgy's wounds for some reason? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're already the one on the stand. You're already, like, upset because you got fucking proven wrong? Drama! Oh my gosh, guys, there's just like so much drama. I'm sorry. Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. Seems my time's come. They all got beef with Miles. Of course they do. Marshall's confession. We get his confession? Is it a love confession? Had to do what I did that day. Couldn't just stand by and let it die.
I stole the detective's ID card, dressed like him. Planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas couldn't be caught on camera. And there wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Ooh, wait. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing that I still do not understand. Do you have the other piece of the broken vase? Traces of a large quantity of blood were found at the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then who could it have been? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is that he's the donor. No. It was way too much blood for it to be a small donation. Okay. Press on everything? Okay. I mean, I was going to anyway. Tiny with the big brain. I was just curious because, like, there's a, like, if there's no, I'm not presenting this, but, like, if there's no blood, right? If there was, like, a shit ton of blood and we're still missing a piece of a piece of the jar, like, we're missing a very obvious giant piece. Also, this is not a closed jar. Why are you open? Jar has no bottom, so the hole goes right through. That's what I just realized. I wonder if it's really a jar or some kind of weird telescope. Why is it open? Trace of blood on this jar. Evidence in the SL9 incident. Blood must be from back then. Okay. Edgy, even to the future kids are obvious. Okay. Yeah, like something about this was odd to me. All right, I'm gonna press everything, sweetheart. When you say it, do you mean, do you even have to ask, partner? SL9, of course. 2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I had anything to do with it. That incident is not over. But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? Whenever a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can go through the evidence. I want to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost was, I don't care about anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. He was an investigator, but not the head investigator. I have it written down. Why does he care so much about it? Because he was an investigator. Jesus.
That day was my last chance, so that's why I stole the detective's ID card.
All right, let's press on that. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make him look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card that I found was left there by Officer Marshall. That makes sense. Okay.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner?
I mean, the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that lock yourself. But he could because of a rubber glove that just happened to get stuck in the door. That means that Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Oh. Read the SL9 file again really quick. She caught the SL5 detail earlier. On top of it as well, I know you can't see it. I don't have like a camera or anything, but I actually have a photo, or not just a photo. I wrote down names, okay? I have all of the details. The serial killer was Joe Dark. The prosecutor is Miles Edgeworth. 2 witnesses were called to the stand, Lana and Emma Skye. The executive investigator was Lana and Gant. The head investigator was Goodman. The other investigators were Marshall and Starr, even though I hate her. And the victim names, we got Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, and Neil Marshall. All right, I got them all right here. All right, I got it all. You cannot tell me I don't. Okay, he opened the locker before. Okay. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. He pulled a knife on an officer, and he tried to drive him off. Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. Didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short amount of time. Oh, we're pointing out that there's another reason Jake really cares about SL9. I mean, I feel like it's because of something that has to deal with Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall, though, is a victim. Yes, he was an investigator, but something about the 2 Marshall names, there's something there. So that's why I was like, I feel like this name specifically is important, as well as something else. Officer Meekins certainly is 1 in a million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. When did Edwards get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry I turned out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I was thinking, I was like, wait, is that the knife that you used? I don't know what to say on that. You're using it to cut your beard, man. In the middle of the courtroom. We might need to get like a vacuum cleaner to like, and maybe a broom to sweep that up. Just saying. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and managed to escape. Okay. So you did your research beforehand. Those who die in the desert are unprepared and don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tape was erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blighted your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in that security room whenever I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is that on that day, there wasn't any murder. Okay. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates that crime took place. I have a feeling that Tiny's really gonna stand for the third game's prosecutor. There's a different prosecutor that's not Edgeworth? Hi-yo? What are you, blind? And are you dumb to technology? Maybe. The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. What? Why? Well, whenever I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. Ooh. Each game has a different main prosecutor. Ooh! I didn't know that. Okay, we'll see. Miles is still a recurring character though. Okay. I thought I was always gonna be fighting against Miles. That's why I was like, didn't think anything of it. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? Still missing, Your Honor. Ooh! Detective Goodman's locker is already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Far away, partner. It's a free country. Well, kind of. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. We are in the court of law, sir. It's probably best for you to answer. The truth needs to be said, sir. Why did you do this? stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. Oh shit, we got the sad music. We're gonna learn that it was probably his father. Or something. Or maybe even sadder, his brother. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are more than a valid solution. Like I said. Oh, why does that smile look so sad? This ain't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. Marshall. Jake. Honey. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. I know why. Case was solved 2 years ago. That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing that I can say for sure is that he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case back in my day. Okay. It's all serial murders, isn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will ever talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's why I'm trying to find out. Why are you so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with something that I think his real reason is. It will end up sooner or later. Every time I'm involved here with the case, I better take another look at the files. Oh, honey, I don't need to take a look at those files. I already got my reason, honey boo. All right, I know why. Bring me in, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. It is personal to you, which I personally disagree with because you should not be on a case that involves personal reasons. Sounds like you've been sipping too much of the cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here as a victim. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Oh, honey. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. He received the same lousy prosecutor award that you got. I need to see that image again. That was such a cute little image. What? A prosecutor? He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Do I get to... Hold on. Pause. King of Prosecutors name passenger such on the plate. I don't get to see... I don't get to see the name, but... Wait. Okay. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands. But what is this relation to you? Oh my gosh, he was the brother! No! I was joking! I was joking! I was like, oh, he's your father. Or even worse, he was your brother. Fuck! No! Man, he looked kind of good too. What the fuck? Man, that's how you know they're brothers. Look at their eyes. Oh my gosh. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, and then Deputy Chief of Police. I kind of want to respectfully, okay? Do nobody look at me, okay? Respectfully. Don't give me those eyes. Don't give me the weird eyes. I see them. Drop it. I kind of want to know what their parents look like. Maybe the father, maybe the mother, maybe both. I just want to, like, you know, I just want to see them, maybe meet them, just so I can see where they get the looks from, you know? Group of detectives I was a part of worked under them. They were desperate to prosecute the killer. Oh, Marshall. Who the fuck? I am no. Who no? Ain't a like you, sir. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time the Dark left behind any evidence. It was all that we needed. Oh, I have a feeling that was because of his brother. Damn, you have beautiful hair. Why do you have better hair than I will ever hope to achieve? Damn it. Gosh, who are your parents? He was arraigned and incarcerated. Case finally closed. At least, according to the public records, it was. Whatever do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. This is sad. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There is more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Oh. Well, at least one thing's for sure. We all know what happened. Sorry, my voice is like dying a little bit. We now know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the S-Online case could be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall? He planned to steal the evidence. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. Things that happen are by chance never cease to amaze me. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going down at the police department. Chance? It's gotta be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means that the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot is the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Objection, bitch! I don't think so. Wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there is only one reason that the defendant was not convicted yesterday. Here yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. Oh, he has more than just a little draw on me, sweetheart. All the mysteries of the police department have been resolved, there's no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye, and the testimony of one of Miss Angel's star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. Arg? That's your... Objection is the word you're looking for, sweetheart. Objection. Do we need to do it again? Objection? Ay.
I rest my case. Objection! It seems that this trial has reached its conclusion. There is no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I don't need to waste my time. It has proven the alleged murder at the police department. There is no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake, but I did not realize that would end up proving Lana guilty. Big in the asshole, we are in trouble. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court final finds the defendant. Hold it! Emma! Sorry. Emma, what are you doing? Your Honor, wait. Emma. The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Honor? No. Well, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is a minute of your time. Please just hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. Phoenix adopts so many children throughout the series. Fair enough, I would too. You've only met 2. Fair enough. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dart killings, and now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky's sisters were in that file. That's whenever I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. You mean the one that traced the blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it. No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. Did you find something? Girl, you ran! No. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Girl. Is that all? Please don't be mad, okay? I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But, Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue that we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you are a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Okay, so they were wearing a glove. Oh, what? Time is up. Well then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be much more of use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with the blood mark, Lana will be... Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If I needed to concentrate, it's now. Oh, fuck. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something that I'm missing? Yes! Objection! Well, in the total of children in the family, 2 were adopted by Miles. Aww. I remember the kid from the Will Powers, the Steel Samurai one. He is my adopted child. And also, Maya's more like a friend. Cody Hackins. Yeah, little Cody. Little sweet little boy Cody. How do you forget yourself? I'm not good with names, okay? I'll admit it. And that's really all I can think of. The other, the girl and Maya, both of them are just they would be friends.
I will say that. They will probably be friends. And, meh. Especially Disney. I don't remember all of them. I just remember some of them. This hamburger left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. Choose my son. That's fair. The only thing that seems clear is that you're grasping, Mr. Wright. I might be grasping. I might be grasping straws. I almost wanted to say grasping balls, but we're not going to just skip over that. We've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? I'm anxious to see baby gumshoe. Do you get to see baby pictures? Yo. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on here? Exactly. Something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Baby isn't 26 years old. We still get to see youngin. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something is missing from on the floor plans? Oh, fuck. Fuck. How about my floor plans? Well, time for me to present. As they say back west, even a blind man can hit with a back shot. Oh! Buckshot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi, DJ Clock. Just gonna keep going. Just keep going. That is so long as he's facing the general direction. So what's in your mind right after? Not that, I swear. I'm not doing great today. No. Seems Mr. Wright is not sure which direction to face. It's no use. The more evidence there is, the greater the chance of me being wrong. Just calm down, Mr. Wright. Try and remember what the evidence room was like on the day of the crime. That's what bothers me about this blood mark. Please allow me another chance, Your Honor. I'll prove it this time. Fuck! Let's pray the defense is not trying to buy time. I'm sorry! Gotta be something to use. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can I use the spray? Do you want the answer? Not yet! Let me play the dumb card just for a little bit longer. Ah, flips. Plus, I'm not taking damage for this. You're presenting what was blocking the handprint. Blocking? What was blocking it? Something was blocking the handprint? What do you mean? Which item can prove something was missing in the floor plan? Something was missing in the floor plans. Something annoying. Oh, wait, no. No. Do not tell me he's actually going to be coming into full circle for this. No. No. What about that piece of plywood? No, no, we're actually using this as evidence. I mentioned this earlier as a joke that we were going to present it. I was like, there's no way, this is just some bullshit evidence. You're going to tell me that we're actually going to be using this? Bro, I'm so upset. The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. Oh gosh. Oh, she's very integral to this case. Why? Why? Of all the things. I can only hear the song. Do, 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 do. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. It's coming. No! Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger's not here. So watch what happens whenever we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Blah, blah. Well, what? Brace your ears, block your brain. The evil song will come again. That's right, my man. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at the spot in the locker. What? So that means... What exactly does this mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces are undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright. Oh, you're here. You're next to me. What are in the bottles? What are bottles for? Think it through scientifically. Emma, why are you here? Don't worry about that. On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time... Someone bled prior to the struggle down on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman whenever he was really murdered. Yeah, what? It would actually make sense because of the locker. He was in his locker. He was trying to grab evidence, and then he was interrupted, and then he was attacked, and then he was killed. Oh, and then the evidence was taken. The important evidence was taken. Oh. Uh-oh. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. No, it makes sense. I'm just now gonna eat my victory caramel candy that I have. I have not had it this whole time. I've been fidgeting with it this whole time. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. Shut down as the music's playing. You're already done. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, then when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves that it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Chief Meekins' meeting cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in the evidence room. That's right. The blood mark in the locker room proves this. Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edwards said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that I can show. Now then, will the defense please present the evidence? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Shit. We got the autopsy report. That's probably not gonna mean anything. Does this do anything? No. If it happened in that room, then... Don't guess. I do nothing but guess. I'm gonna get bullets. You were on the right track, I was. Let me over. The lucky sevens? Wait, was I right about the sevens? Because I still don't know who it is. It's even marked in my book that I don't know who 7 is. If the crime took place inside of the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. In order to do so, the ID card would have been required. Oh! Oh, so I was right about that. An ID card. Oh, the ID card record. Yeah, because we're missing one at exactly 4:20. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place, if the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Ah. Miles, just what have you done? No. Never thought I would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it out that it couldn't have been me. Oh, nope, you ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the humanal test that the blood was there. However, whenever the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away. Yeah, because we couldn't see it with our naked eye. That's why we had to spray the luminol. But the real murderer. I would have had just about 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that is physically impossible. Now that would mean that the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Yes, which is why there we have all the 7s, which is why the person we still need to figure out. And dude, your eyebrows are not straight. I just now realized that. I'm so sorry. Let's look at the chart again. There is a 7. There is a 7. And the only one here. Thank you. Finally. Are we just now realizing that there's a bunch of 7s? It has been at the top of the freaking screen this whole fucking time. Please. Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence? It's not Detective Goodman. Yay. Since there's no record of this car being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That is the only plausible explanation. He went in with all the 77s of the 77s. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out who those ID number is. 777777777. That 17 is too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card, at least at present. What? Explain yourself, Sonny. The ID number 777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who has a so-called executive officer. Wait. It was either Lana? Because I have it marked in here, executive investigators, unless it was Gant. Oh shit, was it Gant? We don't have the authority to inquire in such a person's identity. But that is ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against the executive is accepted. Lana is your client, then it means it has to be Gant. No. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It is Gant. An official charge. You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate if you would mind your own slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Alright. Let me ask you a question then. Yes? No, not you, to her. The defendant sitting over there. Your old little executive. Lana? So Fox is a dark wolf? I had a weird suspicion about him. Man had the creepy eyes. Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up the ID number. And it's not the 777. Oh my gosh, it is Gant! It's Gant! See, this is why, okay, somewhere. There we go. That's creepy. Him. I will never forget his weird, crazy green eyes. I'm not saying people with green eyes are suspicious. It's just the way his eyes are made always looks suspicious to me. I'm just like, your eyes are disturbing. I need to see Manfred and Gant interact. Do they ever interact? Do they not? Now play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Uh-oh. Oh shit, we're actually bringing her to the stand. Holy shit. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. Now, with their ages, it's implied they've worked together on cases. Aww. Unlike Manfred, Gant is sculpted. I bet. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana, I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? Oh my gosh. I'll ask you one more time, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in the court? Can you look at me, dead in the eye, an investigator of that crime, and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't... I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer them? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict that he deserved. Oh wow, this is interesting to see a side profile. There's an artist on Tumblr I want to draw. I know who draws almost exclusively old men with draw comments like getting Manuel. Hell yeah. Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. That's what I need to hear. No. No! Order in the court! Order! I said order! Lana's remarks caused such a stir that chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. No fucking way! No! Don't you do that! We were just in a dramatic pause, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna go do 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 do. We'll be right back after these messages. Like, no! What do you mean? No! Damn. Took someone a long time for them to finally realize it. But on that note, I'm going to have to save. I'm actually going to have to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a fantastic night or day, depending where you guys are in the world. All that good fun jazzy stuff. And thank you for watching my suffering. And I hope you had a lot of fun laughing at me for my idiocracy. All right, thank you. That's it. Bye.